Generally, in life and when I put out content, I like to keep things positive. I don't like the idea of spreading negativity and adding to the general shitstorm of despair that is the internet. But if there's one thing I am totally willing to be negative about, is blood-sucking, soulless corporations looking to drain your wallet of all your hard-earned cash just to spend it on making unoriginal, derivative, and formulaic sequels nobody needs or really even cares about. Designed to keep you chomping at the bit for new content just long enough to sell you some loot boxes or some giant piece of content that should have come with the base game anyway. And that's why this video is about why I hate AAA. Now, first things first, I think in America, AAA is actually a company that helps you when your car breaks down or something. So I guess I should probably say that that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the huge monolithic gaming companies like EA, Ubisoft, Activision, Take-Two, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, the companies that are probably responsible for making a lot of the games both of us grew up with, like GTA, Mario, Ghost Recon, Gears of War, Halo, Call of Duty, FIFA. I never really played FIFA because I guess I'm the only Brit that doesn't care about football, but maybe you care. Anyway, that's the kind of company I'm talking about. Secondly, I know hate is a strong word, so maybe I'm not talking about real hate, but I really don't like most of what I see from these companies. So here's why. In order to really explain why AAA drives me so insane, I need to talk about the kind of games that for years now I've been enjoying and spending most of my time playing. Games like Valheim, Minecraft, DayZ, PUBG, Tribes of Midgard, Dwarf Fortress, Terraria, Elite Dangerous, Tarkov, Project Zomboid, and 7 Days to Die. Notice anything about all of these games? None of them are AAA really, or at least none of them started out as AAA. But obviously, that has nothing to do with why I spend so much time in these games. I play these games because they all offer a type of experience that immerses me in the game world via emergent gameplay that just happens to you as you play, and as the game systems are gradually revealed to you, for the most part, start figuring out and planning all of your own goals that best suit your playstyle and personal interests. None of these games offer a linear story really. Instead, they offer a unique peek into a world that you actually get to feel like you exist in and carve out your own path. Or, in some cases, they just offer a really satisfying set of mechanics that still really no other games compare to. And, crucially to me anyway, these games are always different every time you play. Whether it's via random procedural generation, large-scale world simulation, or engaging multiplayer mechanics that ensure no two matches are the same. Meanwhile, what's going on in AAA exactly? Well, whenever I watch the Game Awards or hear from a friend that actually cares about some of this shit, seemingly not much. A lot of third-person, story-driven games doing absolutely nothing interesting or original, where the gameplay is functional or mediocre at best, and the story we're all supposed to care about doesn't come close to your favorite movie, TV show, or anime. So, why care about it? I don't. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against story in games. Obviously, that would be crazy. Games like Firewatch or Gone Home or Journey totally blew my mind and made me realize that there can be really interesting, emotionally engaging ways to tell a story in a video game that's inherently interactive and makes it truly unique to the medium. But if the way a story in a game is being told is basically just via dialogue and cutscenes, essentially just storytelling in the same way a movie or TV show is, well, it's just never gonna be enough to pique my interest. If I want a good story, I'll just listen to an audiobook while grinding some game I actually do like on mute, or rewatch The Sopranos for the 5th time or something. There is one way AAA games can get my attention though, and that's, I don't know, the gameplay. You know, the game part of video game. Some developers, I swear, forget this part exists and just think they're making a video, but it's a game. There's supposed to actually be something to do. And that's my other major problem with AAA. So often, all the game boils down to is walking around and just pressing X. Walk up to an NPC, press X and sit and watch a video. Go up to an enemy and spam X while the character does all these sick animations that you feel like you have absolutely no control over. It's dumb. You explore a world maybe, walk into some stuff to collect it, press X some more, do a mission, press X to kill some bad guys, go watch a video, then go press X some more. Maybe I'm overdoing the press X thing, but the point is, so many of these games just kind of feel the same, that even if this type of game was awesome the first 100 times it was done, now we're on like the 1,000,000th time, I just don't give a fuck. It's all so annoying and boring. Just stop and think about all of the last big innovations in game design. Extraction shooters came from an indie game. Battle royales came from some mods. Survival games, mods. Crafting games, indie games. MOBAs, mods. Tactical shooters, mods. Almost all of the most successful and popular revolutions that have happened in video games in the last 20 years have come from the modding community or indie games. Somehow, games developed by just one person barely able to scrape a few pennies together are able to express so much more personality and creativity that they push the industry forward. Meanwhile, multi-billion-dollar corporations are so focused on selling microtransactions that they've forgotten how to actually make games. They're lazy, uncreative, uninteresting, and they're either completely fucking out of ideas or they just don't give a shit. And that's why I hate AAA. And don't get me wrong, occasionally there's an Elden Ring or a Breath of the Wild that I do care about. But for the most part, it's all trash. And look, if you're a game developer, you're a programmer or an artist and you work at one of these companies, I get it. You're punching the clock and cashing the check like everybody else. My problem's with the dumb fucking decision makers and executives that come up with this shit because they're killing the industry from the inside. Eventually, Microsoft will own and close all of you down, and you'll fucking deserve it because indies, smaller companies, games that come out of the modding community are just gonna outcompete you anyway because they actually make the games people want. So, in summary, why do I hate AAA? The fucking shit, that's why.